Hey guys, how's it going? It's Howie, and welcome to another episode on the Diamond Society. And we're going to pick up right where we left off, which was working on the sorting system, the sorting and auto crafting system for the Guardian Temple. So let's dive right back into it. All right, so we've created our lava blade here, and what we have is a comparator that's looking at that dispenser, and it's just sending a clock signal across to all three droppers, and then they're just going to send the items down into the lava. So that will get rid of all the cooked fish and the raw fish that comes in. I know Hodag's going to be upset, but, well, we'll deal with it. No, actually, I doubt he will. We've got so much. Hello? Food? Yeah, we really just will have so much food that it's just not going to be an issue, so I'm not worried about it. We've got enough, cow farms and everything else. So yeah, this is really starting to come along. So what we have set up so far is we have our lava blade to get rid of the raw fish and the cooked fish. We have our dispensers set up that will dispense the items. And now I've got to start working on that clock. So we'll have to see if I have time to do that today. I'm not 100% sure if I will. I got to take a look at my time and see where we get to. All right, so I need to go get some lava. And you know what? I do not feel like dying. So, yep, there we go. Let me put that there. Yeah, he's going to try and ruin my day, won't he? Let's go just take care of him. Then we'll get our lava. Yeah. Did he drop a tear? I doubt that he did. I didn't see one. I didn't even see gunpowder. Huh, nothing. Okay. And I've just learned, honestly, to be a little more careful when collecting lava because it's just not worth it. So it only takes me, a minute really to create a potion of fire resistance. So I figured that was a safer thing to do than actually do something stupid and, fall in lava. Oh, no, never done that before. Never. So, anyways, like I said, I figured that would probably be the easier way to go, and I think it was. Let's see if we can get back up here. Okay. I think this must have been where BC was pillaring and doing work. I really do like that rail system. It looks fantastic. Good job, BC. Good job. All right. Let's see if we can fly over there. Get back to our area. Can I get it? Nailed it. All right. Another thing I did was I set up a little tiny area to grow trees, and I know I could set up like a huge tree farm, but to be honest, this is one of those things where sometimes, quick and dirty is probably easier. And the reason I say that is, again, creating a tree farm is great if you have the time, the time to work on that as your project. Since right now we're really concentrated on the Guardian farm, that is not my main concern. But I was running out of wood, and before I was running off and, just not being efficient with my time. So I was running off to collect and cut down trees outside on the island. And I realized afterwards, I have all this space. I just need to set up an area, and every once in a while, I mean, I'm not coming down here all the time chopping down trees. I've only done it a little bit. But with that said, I now have a full double chest full of wood that I've just chopped down in the last, I don't know, maybe 4 sessions. And so, I'm coming down to get other stuff. I needed to get some buckets so we can go collect some lava. So yeah, the only downside about this is you do obviously have to, well, you don't have to, but you want to replenish the sapling. So yeah, I do have to kind of wait for that. So that's not the most efficient use of my time. But then again, I'm just going and doing other things at the same time. Then I'll come back, and you just need to remember to kind of come back and pick those up. Okay, guys, so I noticed something, because we kind of were basing this on an older design, but I had things like raw salmon, which I know we were getting some, but it looks like we have stopped. So I'm not sure if I really need to have this extra line, and I've got a bunch of other hoppers that were set up, and I'm really thinking I probably don't need them, but because we do get so many cooked fish, and we get some of the raw cod, I think maybe having 2 hoppers for the cooked fish and 1 for the raw, and then just pointing the rest straight down into a lava blade. So I think that's what I'm going to do. The other thing I've added now, as you can see here, so we've got all our droppers, and we're going to have the droppers set up where they will dispense a certain number of items here, and they will travel along right to here. And then that way, when you're crafting, you can easily craft up based on, there will be a selector. If you're going to make prismarine, or if you're going to make sea lanterns or the dark prismarine. So that's kind of what we've got going on. So making some really good progress again. I hope to get this done in the next, well, that'll bug me, in the next little tiny bit. So, all right, let's soldier on and get some more done. right, guys, we are getting close. So hopefully that little time lapse worked out okay. But what we've got now is we've got the wiring in for most, not completely all, but most of the system to choose which blocks we're going to need. Right now I'm going to wire in the okay, so I can't talk and actually jump very well. Parkour is not my, if you haven't noticed, not my forte. Okay, so you see right there we've got a redstone block. And the whole reason for that is to show whether or not we have stock. Now, we know we've got stock, but what we're going to do is we're going to create a system that will pull off of the signal up there that's on the sorting system, and then that'll actually let us know that we have stock of what we need. Really, it's only doing the shards, which we're always going to know we have some, but it's just one of those sort of little touches. So let me move forward with that, and I'll bring you back in a minute. Okay, so this crazy contraption, when it's all the way up, we should see no redstone signals coming off. And now it should be on the first redstone line, which we're seeing. All right, let's go over here. And now it should switch over to the second redstone line, which is here. Okay, good. This should switch to the third. And that's what we're seeing. So that part is working. Now we just need to make sure that we've got everything wired in. I need to put down some water, but I've got to go to my daughter's school and I've got to help her go break a board for Taekwondo. So I'm going to do that, and then I will head up and we will finish everything. I wouldn't be surprised if I've messed something up somewhere. This is not my design. This is a guy named Mobius and Rick M. Rick, from our Redstone series. And I think what I'll do is when I finish troubleshooting this, because I'm not going to be surprised if I've screwed something up, I think I'll get Rick to come in and help explain how everything works. I understand the basics of it, and I understand how it's working fairly well, but then I'm missing that there. See, but there's the little things you always need to make sure that you're not missing, like what we just found there. So let me go head to my daughter's school, and then I will head back, and I hate to say it, but we'll give it a test run. Maybe we will. All right, talk to you in a bit. Well, I said I'd try things out, and I did. And I had to do a little troubleshooting. And thank goodness for my buddy Mobius, because we were looking at a couple things. What I was finding is the dropper here. So this is a fairly standard RS NOR latch. And so the dropper shoots into the hopper and then back again. And that's how we get our timing. And that sets up basically the timing for all across here, depending on whichever line it's chosen. And what was happening is only one stone was going into the hopper. And then it would just hang there. And then so we had a ton of things being sent out. So was a little concerned. I was looking at the original design. I was looking at my design. And for whatever reason, and I'm still not sure why, but even though they looked the same, we were looking at things like the chunk borders to see if, something was being affected by the chunk border. And our chunk borders were really pretty much the exact same. The only thing is that, that torch and that torch is on a different chunk border. These are on a different chunk border. And that don't think is going to make a difference. Mobius and I, when we were talking about it, his concern would be if the hopper was in a different chunk border. That might affect it. And so in the end, what we needed to do was just put in a repeater here just to delay the signal slightly. And now that we've done that, everything is working absolutely perfectly. So we have, I believe, all of our chests are now full. I've been AFKing quite a bit. So yes, all our bottom chests are full. And that's kind of required because the system works off of sending from each one of the chests. So next thing to do will be clean everything up. So we've got lots of the crystals. So we're good there. And then, crystals there. And we've got our ink sacks there. So, hello. Yeah, whatever. Bye-bye. And occasionally I've noticed that I get a little bit of, I guess, sort of the overflow. And I think what's happening is probably because of using glass here and in a couple other places rather than stone. They're occasionally shooting out. At least that's what I think. I'm not sure if I'm getting, well, yeah, no, I think that is what's causing it. So, shall we test it out? All right. All right, we're ready to try this out. So, you set your selection here, and you press the button, click on the crafting table, and you'll be given what you need. So, let us first try the first one. Let's see if it works. All right, 1, 2. And that worked great. Okay. Let's try. You'd hear everything resetting in the background. Nice. All right, that worked great. I think we're in. No. Okay. Now let's try the dark prismarine and see how that works. Hold my fingers, crossing my fingers. Oh, nice. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sweet. And finally, this will be the big test. Does this one work correctly? Look at that. How sweet. Again, once we have auto crafting, this is going to be great. Ta-da. I am so thrilled that this is working correctly. So Mobius, thanks for all your help. I really appreciate you helping me out figure out where we had that little issue. And, you know, Mobius and Rick, what a great design. As always, you guys just come up with great stuff. I really love it. So this has really been a lot of fun to build. And now all the redstone's done. Now we got to do the sort of tedious cleaning up. And so I may time-lapse some of that. I don't think it's going to be overly thrilling, but I will go through and time-lapse, I think, some of it. So, but I guess we're about done for the day, aren't we? Yeah, looking at the time, I think we're about done. So, like always, thanks so much. I really appreciate everyone hanging out with me, and I appreciate everyone watching the videos and liking them and all the new subscriptions. Thank you very much. So we're going to put these on that wall. think we're, yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to do this. We're going to do 3 of that. Yeah, we've got to finish that. Those were going to go there, and then these were going to go here. So I need to figure out what I'm going to, how I'm going to put the sorting system, but basically this will be completely filled. So we've got a lot to do. I've got to finish up here. We might build in some farms. We'll see what we're going to do there. Obviously, you know me, AFK Fish Farm. I need to clean up this area. And when I say clean it up, it's because that looks too pristine. I mean, let's walk up to one of these guys and see. If you take a look at their face, you see how they have lines and that on their face, and they have shadows and things like that. So I want to put that in. So I want to get some more detail there and do that on the front and on the side. So I guess, you know, more than anything, there's a lot of detail work. On this side, up in this area here, we're going to put a great big potion brewer, and we'll put a little AFK station here. This is a good place to AFK. It's safe. And probably over in that area back there will be a automated fish farm, an AFK fish farm. We are going to finish the walls out, so a lot of design stuff. Just need to figure out exactly what I want to do. I don't want to completely copy what we had done before, although a lot of what had been done earlier on a previous world, I mean, it all looked really good. And sometimes, you know, when you look through and you kind of look up and go, you know, that purple really does go well. Like we tried doing different colors. The purple really did just look best, and that's what I liked. So there are some things that we'll keep. There's some things that will be new. Just got to figure out what I want to do. But thanks for coming along, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So until next time, I just want to say thank you. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.